Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Kurt Thomas, and thank you so much for watching my video. Real quick, I know this video isn't going to be for everyone, and that's okay. But I do feel that it is not by luck. It is not like by coincidence that you landed on my video today, which is the 12th of June, 2023. I feel that there is someone that's watching this video and that you are wrestling with the fact that you feel that there's a pulling for a greater expectation or a greater type of goal, a huge goal that's so big that it goes against like so many traditional and logical thinking. I want to share a story with you because some of you may are looking for another promotion, started a business, move into another house, get a certain car. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I am the type of person. I am your person today. I'm delivering your mail. I got the sugar for your Kool-Aid, and I want you to listen to this message and hope that it helps you out. One thing that's different from how I used to speak to how I speak now. Before, when I used to speak for money. I used to speak to get on stage and to be in front of people. And I've done that. And I spoke on stage with Les Brown. I've gotten a membership with the National Speakers Association, which I'm still a speaker now. I published 9 books. I'm a military officer. I get all of that. But when it comes to speaking and using my gift, I am more connected now with my soul. And I feel that my soul has a message and is asking me to share this story that I've never shared before. And I do hope that it will help you. So let's get right to it. So back in like 2017, 2018, I went out to lunch with friends of mine from the military. One was an officer, one was my supervisor. In short, we went to a place called Daniel Island. It's an amazing city in the Charleston, South Carolina area. If you haven't been there before, you really should go. Went to a particular restaurant for lunch called Alibaba. Alibaba is a Mediterranean restaurant. It is very, very nice. And so I've never went to a Mediterranean restaurant in my life. This is back in 2017. We got to the restaurant. I allowed my supervisors and the officer to order first. They was like, "No, Kurt, you got it. Go ahead." So in short, I looked at the menu. I looked at the display. Nothing looked familiar to me. So you know what your boy ordered. Unfortunately, I ordered chicken tenders and French fries. My supervisor was like, "Kurt, what the F, man? Like, you ordering chicken tenders and French fries?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like I've never been, I'm in a place I'm unfamiliar with. But this is something I'm used to getting. Like, I know chicken tenders and fries. I never heard of tabbouleh. I've never ate any type of panini. I don't know. I've never had gyro. This is what I'm familiar with. So I ordered my chicken tenders and French fries. They ordered all of their foods, the tabbouleh and all of that good stuff. And it looked like a freaking rainbow at the table. I remember sitting down on the outside once we got our food. I got my overcooked French fries, my my crunchy chicken tenders. And so right before I ate my food, they was like, "Kurt, you gotta try this. You don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what you're missing." All right, cool. I stuck my fork in the tabbouleh and some other things. And when I ate Mediterranean food for the first time, my taste buds went crazy. Like, it went wild to the point where I was like, "Man, this is a new experience." And then I closed my eyes and I had what's called like, I know some of you are still laughing at that I ordered chicken tenders and fries. It's all good. So I closed my eyes and I had what's called like a ratatouille moment. If you've never seen the movie Ratatouille, you're really missing out. I have a 10-year-old, and that's a movie that we watched over and over and over. I know like every line in Ratatouille. So I had a Ratatouille moment, which means I closed my eyes and I started thinking about how amazing the food tastes. I've never had that type of food before. And I looked at my chicken tenders and fries like, nah, this is not it. I got to go get some of that food. But while I closed my eyes, I remember thinking to myself how amazing it would feel to have this for lunch every day. How amazing it would feel to be able to come to this restaurant and live within 5 minutes. Like, they come to this restaurant for lunch or dinner or to bring dates there or whatever. At the time, I'm living at my parents' home. I just lost my home. My car got repossessed. I didn't have a job. I was barely making it in the military, which means I was pretty much contemplating getting out. And here I am now thinking of the possibilities of what it would feel like to go from my parents' home, living in my old bedroom, to living in Daniel Island, or living on Daniel Island, which is one of the most expensive places in Charleston County. There are other places to live that are more expensive as well, but DI, if you ever been there, it is very expensive to be there. That's to go there. That's why a lot of people don't live out there. In short, I went home that afternoon after having lunch with them on a Sunday for drill. Picked up my son, went back to my parents' place, and I had a surreal moment. And this is for somebody. Just listen to me for a minute. I had a surreal moment where I experienced a place that was out of, quote unquote, out of my league. I'm living at my parents' place, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. My son is asleep. I couldn't sleep because I'm wrestling with the desire to want more, to desire more, to have better things in life, not only for myself, but for my son and for my sons to be able to have that experience, to do something that no one in my family has ever done before. I remember laying down at night while my son is sleeping. And as a parent, you really want the best for your kids. You want the best. And when you're not in a position to do those things, you really don't sleep well at night because you feel like you're letting them down or you're not doing something right. While my son was sleeping, I had a surreal moment. I remember getting out of the bed, crying, laying on the floor, and cried. And I wept so hard, guys. I felt like I was kind of having like a panic mode, like an asthma attack, because I don't have asthma, but like a panic attack, because I just felt like I'm holding on to so much. I'm holding on to the divorce. I'm holding on to my brother who passed away a year prior. I'm holding on to all of these things. I'm not where I want to be in the military. So many things. My bank account was crazy low. I couldn't even afford to buy my son like $1.50 drink. All of these things happened to me at one time, and I'm at my parents' home, and I'm like, I'm not doing this right. How many of you know what that feels like? When you're trying to get a promotion, it's just not working. When you apply for a home and you got disqualified. When you apply for a loan, you got disqualified. When you try to get into grad school and you got denied. When you try to do something successfully and it just feels like I might as well give up. I might as well surrender, and I might as well just let it all go. This is what I did that night. I remember laying down and I just told the universe, look, I'm tired. Seriously, I'm tired. I don't have the strength to go on. My son is sleeping peacefully. He has no idea what's going on. My sons in Florida are sleeping, have no idea what's going on, but their dad is up. I told the universe, you know what? I'm tired. I give up. I'll do whatever it takes. I do whatever it takes for me to get from where I am now to where I want to be. The next morning, I got up. I went on Indeed.com. I remember this like it was yesterday. I went on Indeed.com. I used to be a state trooper for 7 years. I decided to apply for a $9.30 job. Seriously, like less than $10 job in Charleston, South Carolina. At the time, I'm living at my parents' in my bedroom at my parents' in Summerton, South Carolina, which is about a good 2 hours away from the job. I submitted the application. By like 9:30 a.m., I got a phone call. Got asked for an interview. Went down the next day for an interview. Drove 2 hours down there to their headquarters in North Charleston. When I got in there with the interview, I walked in, had a shirt tie, looking like I just stepped out of a magazine. I'm not lying to you. Everyone else had on pajamas. They had on jeans, boots, whatever, sneakers, flip-flops. That wasn't me. I really wanted to make an impression. Even though I was at my lowest moments, I still wanted to keep my standards and to make an impression. I walked in, met a guy named Bob Hill. Bob sat me down. He said, I'll be right back with you. Let me go grab your information. He went and grabbed a vanilla folder, came back, took out my information, and looked at me. I was like, fuck, did I shave? I know I look better than everybody else in there, so I hope it's not my appearance. He looked at me, he said, wait a minute, I'm looking at what you applied for. And you used to be a state trooper. You have your degree, your undergrad degree. What do you want to do now? I said, well, Mr. Hill, first of all, thank you so much for allowing me to come in and interview with you at this job. Yeah, I used to be a state trooper. Yeah, I have my undergrad degree. I'm a single dad. I'm willing to work for $9.50 as a security officer in North Charleston or Somerville because I really want to start my life over. And sir, if you give me an opportunity, I promise you, This is just what I want to do. I will not let you down. He says, hold that thought. Let me go talk to our client manager, Rhonda. I think she may have something better for you that might pay you at least 50, maybe 20 times more than what just now. Hold on, I'll be right back. So Bob leaves. And this whole time I'm thinking, what what are you up to, universe? Like what are you up to, God? Like why there's a reason why I'm here now. Rhonda comes in and she says, hey, Kurt, Bob told me what you're applying for, but we just had an account manager position out on Daniel Island. And I don't know if you have it. It doesn't look like you have any experience being an account manager, but we really, really need someone out there. Do you think that you could do the job? We can train you. We can get you up to par. It will pay you so much more than what you applied for, but I feel that this is something that you can do, and we'll make sure we don't let you down. It's like, hell yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And so applied for the job. I got the opportunity to work at Daniel Island, the place where I had the Mediterranean food. Not only that, but allowed my son and I to move less than 5 minutes away from DI, downtown DI. It was an experience that I could not have. I'm trying my best to explain it to you, but I feel there's someone right now, like you have an opportunity. You have so much on your plate, so much on your back, and it's so heavy. And I feel like what you wants you as well. So I'm living on Daniel Island, and as I'm thinking about it, this message is for someone, and I want to share with you what I did. There's 4 things that I did that I want to share this with you, and I do hope that it helps your productivity. I hope it gets you that promotion. I hope that it helps you start your business or whatever you're looking for. Just to remind you that it's not your time to give up. I know you might want to give up. You want to throw in the towel because things are so heavy in your life right now and you don't know how you're going to make it. I hope this helps you because I do feel that you have like at least one more try in you and you feel like there's just something that you're missing in here. This is the 4 things I've done. The first thing I did was when I ate the food at Alibaba, not the chicken tenders and fries, when I had the tabbouleh and some other things, I closed my eyes and I imagined that it was mine. I imagined that I had a house. I imagined that I had a place to stay in this local area of DI. The first thing I want you to do, if you can, I suggest that you do, that I encourage you to do, is to really, really imagine it. When I imagined it, it was a ratatouille moment, which means I put all of my efforts, all of my feelings, all of the desires in that moment. And I kept that desire, that imagination every single day. The second thing I did, as you remembered, is I went home and I had a breakdown. Like I surrendered. When I surrendered, I think for me, that opened up the door for the universe to walk in. It opened up the door for my spirit guides to help me. It opened up the door for God to really show itself strong to the point where it created an opportunity for me that I had no idea where the opportunity was going to come from. The third thing I did between the imagination and the accepting of the job, I wrote myself a congratulatory note. What does that mean? When I became a state trooper back in the day, when I became an officer, Air Force officer, when I became whatever I decided to do, even for this job, I wrote myself the congratulatory note. Some of you are just waiting for you to get a note, an email that says, hey, Sarah, hey, Laura, hey, whoever, Jennifer, congratulations, you got the job. There's something about handwriting a note. It's your energy from like your head or your imagination to your hand, and from your hand to the paper. And as you're writing, you are creating the energy stroke with every single cursive writing. When you write yourself a congratulatory note, I swear to you, I'm a speaker. I can't even say it right now. When you write yourself a congratulatory note, you are saying to yourself, it is mine. I'm going to see this every single day. I'm going to put this on my nightstand. I'm going to put this on my refrigerator. I'm going to put this in my car. I'm going to look at it every single day to have that expectation that it's mine. The last thing I did was that I suggest, that I'm just encouraging you to do, is to walk in the expectation of it. Imagine that it's yours, because it really is. You know it is. Surrender. Let it go. I know you're trying to hold on to so many things right now, but let it go. And you're going to see that what you want wants you. If you're like me, you're very logical, you're very controlling with certain things. And when you're a parent, that is the way, that's how we are, right? When I surrendered, the very next day, I got the phone call that changed my life. The third thing was to remember to write yourself the note. And the fourth is to hold on to all of that until you receive it. Now, again, in short, that is exactly what I did. I feel for my soul that this is meant for someone. It's not meant for everybody. I get it. I'm okay with that. But for those of you that could pick up what I just put down, I really do hope that this is what you needed for you to reach your goal. The last few weeks, I've heard so many messages, and I heard it yesterday when I was at Seacoast Church in Mount Pleasant. I heard a friend of mine named Terrence Culp. He said it as well, good frat brother, that we got to tell our story. I have so many stories, and this particular story is coming from our presentation called Turning the Gym, Transparency and Leadership, where I share certain aspects of my leadership journey that I feel that has helped me, that I really hope will help and feel it will help others in their productivity and their leadership and all of that good stuff. Because to me, I'm learning that if we don't pay it forward, that the world is better when we pay it forward. And when we don't pay it forward, that we're losing an opportunity to leave what's called that impact. So I hope this helps you. Reach out to me if it does. Kurt@thekurtthomas.com. I'll leave it up there in the description. Guys, what you want wants you. I wanted Daniel Island, and apparently he wanted me back. And then I moved and bought a home in Mount Pleasant. I still go to Alibaba. That's for sure. Guys, have a great one. Hope this helps you. Take care. Peace.